My goal is that this just records past 10 seconds.
Okay.
And it looks like it is. I think it is. Yeah. So, this is the Toke and Joe Show. I'm Carly.
No, you're supposed to fuck. You're supposed to say, I'm Carly and this is Sam.
No, dude. Sam introduces herself.
And then I go, Sam, I am.
Listen, if you wanted to do a call out to iCarly, I feel like you should have known that Sam does her own part. You shouldn't have put the pressure on me to introduce you too.
Sam doesn't always. Sometimes she says, Sam, Carly introduces her and she says, Sam, I am.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember this. I've seen this show extensively. I've probably seen every episode.
Fine, we'll just do it the original way.
I think we're past that at this point. This is the Toke and Joe Show. I'm Toke.
I'm Joe.
Yeah, dude, shit. This is like technically our third.
Is it really only our third video?
Yeah! Oh, no, you did that one with me and Brayden once, to be fair.
Yeah, this is our third video.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, how are you doing, dude? Today it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday the 30th of January, 2015.
Actually, it's the 31st. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah,
it's the 30th.
At 9:05 p.m. Eastern Standard. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time. Speaking of Eastern Standard, no, I'm kidding. That would have been a good segue, actually. Holy shit.
Oh, you should have.
I should have just went with it. That would have been great. That would have been a great idea. It's too late for that shit, though. So yeah, how was your day? How was your day at school today? How was your day at school today?
My day at school was pretty schoolish.
It was pretty schoolish. My schedule isn't schoolish.
Mine is, at least first block. I have accounting, and it's like,
is it stressful?
a little bit.
I'm happy I got what school taught me. What school has taught me the most throughout my entire life is that I'm really happy I got ahead in math and completed math my junior year, so I never have to use math again in my entire life.
I don't have to take another math class. I completed math my junior year too.
Did you? Good shit.
And I just wanted to take more math.
I
I wanted to take accounting because it's like a real life business skill.
I guess.
Yeah.
I wanted to take horticulture because that's a real life business skill.
Horticulture is. That's why I took that.
And graphic arts. Realistically, I should know graphic arts. I feel like that's important for me to learn. I'd like to learn how to animate, perhaps. That'd be cool as fuck. That'd be really gnarly. I'd love to do that. Oh, I should do that. Yeah. Because people just like learn how to do that. Like that's like a hobby skill.
What were we talking about?
Animated. Like.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Like yeah. Okay. Saying it's a hobby skill sounds like I'm decrediting it, but it's like.
I have to look up what. There's a word for it. I know because I've seen it on Wikipedia. What like the East versus West thing is, and I know you're like cutting a bunch out, so I can just say this shit.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just impressed that it's like 6 minutes in before you fact check. That's a record for any podcast ever. I'm sure.
It's called East-West Dichotomy.
Dichotomy?
Pretty sure. D-I-C-H.
Damn.
Dichotomy.
So what you're telling me, Trevor Quest?
See, all that is that's all that there is for the Eastern world.
Really?
Yeah.
That is what?
But that's more people there. Yeah.
That's freaking weird. So what you're telling me is that you want to challenge me one-on-one to a game of East-West Dichotomy?
Yeah.
To the death?
To the death.
Oh wow, dude, this is going to be intense. Why don't you explain the rules of each East-West Dichotomy then?
Well, the rules of this game are you say Eastern culture and something about that country, and then you say versus something about a Western culture. And our example is Greek philosophy or Chinese philosophy.
Well, okay, the thing is that I feel like Chinese philosophy is all like Sun Tzu is the greatest anything really. Like he wrote the books on how to that alone I think bitch slaps any Greek philosophy. God damn it, I did it again. Fucking philosophy in the face pretty much. And then but I feel like Greek mythology is like
philosophy.
Fuck me, dude. Yeah, Greek philosophy is like just more practical.
Yeah, and it's more about like physical properties of things.
Right, and like it
Like they discovered atoms technically. Actually electrons even technically.
Huh.
I forget which Greek philosopher theorized it, but theorized that everything was made out of the same thing, but in different shapes and forms.
Fair enough.
Or like the
wow,
same
yeah.
few substances.
All right, I get what you're saying. I feel like I've heard that before, like
But
back
like
in the day.
really tiny amounts. And
Right.
they're just put together in different shapes. And that's essentially what it is. And I feel like that's as good of an understanding as someone in that time could have gotten. And they just thought about it off the top of their head. And Chinese philosophy, I feel like, expanded over a greater amount of time than Greek philosophy, because the Hellenistic age wasn't as long. China had writing BC, and well, so did Greek. Their golden age was BC actually, but China, I feel like, still developed earlier.
Mhm.
China was one of the earliest like formed cultures
Yeah.
in the world, and I feel like they just had a longer, and still their reign of philosophy didn't really end as quickly as the Greek philosophy did. Like they were before and were still going after, and they just, I feel like if the Greek philosophy had as much time, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But China just got to cover so much stuff,
Yeah.
and so that's why they have the best of them.
Yeah, but also they won with one dude. Like literally, like if you put all of Greek philosophy against Sun Tzu, Sun Tzu wins. Because he wrote the rules on battle, so no matter what, he wins.
A lot of them, yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
he would like no matter how many ideals were created.
That's actually a philosophy of the. That's a more earthly philosophy because it's about something real. It's something about war. But most of China's or not most. I'm not going to say most because I'm not going to act like I know what I'm talking about here. But a lot of China's philosophy is more spiritual philosophy.
Right, yeah. They cover a spiritual, and then they have one dude
And,
who's like
like,
ridiculous on that.
Also, a lot more cosmological, like the
Right.
origin of the universe and everything.
Huh.
And like the egg theory, like that the whole world was like in an egg.
I've never
Or
heard
an
of this.
egg. I forget which one it is. And then, I think Turtle's Back is one.
Oh, I've heard of Turtles Back. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I wish.
And then one is Guy dies, his right eye becomes the moon, left eye becomes the sun.
Huh.
Or it might be opposite, and his head becomes the earth.
Oh, that's cool.
And, it might be in the same myth, but there's one myth where someone dies and then their like body becomes the earth, and then Asian people were like the head lice.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But it's like it's kind of like an ethnic myth. Like, it says like that the black-haired people were the lice. So basically, they didn't think that Westerners were.
Anything.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds cool though.
Although that myth
Also-
may have been before that, but just one version that I read like specified black-haired people as if they had seen other groups and didn't think of them as from the same origin.
Huh. Back on.
Might even be references to their. Well, a lot of Asian cultures thought there were different races around, like that weren't human, but were like still kind of like prominent.
Like dolphins.
Like, well, Japanese had like kami and like spirits and like mystical creatures that kind of dominated their own planes. Like oni were like ogre demon type things, and they kind of just. In Buddhism, there are a few different like intelligent cultures that are were recognized. I feel like.
I want to go back on the subject of the universe. I wish that there was a way that me, as a person, would be able to effectively experience some other piece of the universe. Feel it and survive, if that makes sense, even though that would technically be impossible. Like, even if I could, like, somehow be able to stare face to face with Jupiter and live, that would be the most incredible thing to me, like, ever to be able to do. That'd be so good. Like, I don't think that there's anything I'd rather do in my entire life, except more specifically into that. Which would be, yeah, I mean, if I ever had, like, what's your choice? How do you want to die, Trevor Quest? If you could choose how you die, we're gonna open up with the most personal question of all. If you had to die, Trevor Quest, how would you wish to do so? I'll give my answer after.
Probably as some kind of martyr or something. I wouldn't
You
have
wanna
just
be
wanted
like a
to die.
hero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have just wanted to die in vain.
Yeah. Alright. I want to die by just straight up going into a black hole. Just like going into one.
You wouldn't even feel that. You just get like ripped into tiny particles.
If I approach it from like even like a semi distance, like strong enough where it's like start pulling, but then like in like a few minutes it'd be like I'd be in it.
Yeah, but then there's a good chance that you'll never be a part of anything in this universe ever again.
No, because it has to exit somewhere.
Might be in a different universe.
Exactly.
It might be nowhere.
Exactly. Dude, fuck it. That's hype. But no, Vsauce made this video on like what would be like to go through there, and there's like a point where your field of vision turns 360 and you can see everything in front, end, and behind you. And then eventually, once that's like right as you're entering the black hole, and then sorry to tell the whole video, but fuck it. And then like as you go in, that 360 view turns into like a circle, like.
Oh, like a sphere?
Yeah, and then everything else is black, and you just go back and you falling, until eventually your lower half is falling so much faster than your top half that you just stretch, and it'd be like a pretty instant painless death. Besides the suffocation.
Right.
Yes, that's how I want to die.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then there's like a 0.001% chance I just somehow get spit up in some other amazing, beautiful place,
like
and then just
0.00000000000.
Yeah. I want to gamble those chances. I feel like I want to put that on the line. That's my bet. I've never lost a gamble in my entire life, Trevor Quest. I've never lost a gamble ever in my entire life. I want to take this gamble. That's how I want.
I'll be the one to lose.
All right, so I don't know.
You ask one.
Yeah, I'm scared to ask. Not scared to ask this one. Like, what I want to ask is the music one. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
That's obvious as hell. I don't know. Food, man. What do you think's better, Eastern or Western food? Give your examples of like what.
I'm really torn on that one because, I mean, there's a lot more bread and cheese in a lot of Western dishes, and Mexican food, and there's more. I feel like there is more like diversity in the food, but definitely feel like, in general, Eastern food's healthier for you.
I would rather have Eastern food. Probably, wow. On like another, I could like focus on one thing that I like so much in that I would just want it. But generally, Eastern food, like
It's all good.
All Asian food interests me. There's not a single thing
There's
I haven't.
Not one that's yucky.
Right, none of it.
There is some weird. There are.
I
Never mind.
Rooster Teeth played Fibbage, and it was like you should go in like the truth.
Like those fermented beans, I probably would not be a fan
I wouldn't like those, but on Fibbage it was like I have to try their eggs fried in blank, and the truth was young boy urine. I don't feel like I would enjoy that food, but every other thing I've ever seen, like on like travel network. Travel Channel? Is that what? Yeah, Travel Channel shows and shit like that. Yeah, it's all interests me. It all appeals to me. I want to try it all. Like it's just all interesting. And what I've had, I've adored. I don't think there's any. I guess. And to be fair, it's an American twist on. I mean, is there salmon in Japan? Very serious question.
Fact check.
Fact check. All right. Well, while you fact check, I'm gonna keep talking. But pretty much. The only thing, it's so sushi with like eggs on it. It's like fish eggs are called roe, and I've had one called like rainbow fish roe, and the eggs were like really small and fine, and I enjoyed that a lot. It was pretty much just like rice and then the seaweed wrap, and then on it, like if it was a wheel on the flat side on like the face, they piled it up, and that's yummy. But I don't like the salmon bro. Like that is, it's just whatever. It's just weird. It's overpowering almost. They're just like such big. Like, they're not, like, super huge balls or anything of egg, but they're, like, I don't know, maybe like 25 of the little ones. Maybe 20, and I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't find it yet. Hold on.
You gotta fact check quicker. If you're gonna fact check at all, you gotta be damn straight. I could have fact checked. I don't want to test if I can leave this page while keeping it recorded.
I don't think we should.
I just don't want to take that risk.
You
should hand me my phone. You should. Oh wait, no, fuck that. You shouldn't hand me my phone, because my phone is 12%. That's how to be prepared, Trevor. That's how you do it.
I typed in Asian salmon and all that came up was food, and I should have typed in.
Is there salmon in Japan then?
Or just salmon in general, and then red if they're found.
Oh yeah, that would. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That would work better. What's your favorite Eastern food then? You picked Eastern. What's like your number one favorite? And what? No, actually, what's an Eastern food you really hate?
An Eastern food?
Because I gave it. I mean, no, sorry, Western. I'm an asshole.
Western food I really hate?
Yeah, because I gave an Eastern I really hate. So pick your side. Which one you hate? Just to fill air.
Well, I didn't pick Western food.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm torn.
Oh.
I still haven't decided.
Shit.
Because
I just assumed
there is like bread and cheese when you get like more into the Mideast.
Okay, Mongolia has.
Asia and Mongolia.
Mongolia lives off of cheese curds.
I am probably gonna have to go the Eastern one.
So we agree.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well,
Mexican food's so good though. That's like so hard for me to do.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
Guacamole's so good.
I don't like guacamole.
I love guacamole so much.
I don't like guacamole, but like every now and then I eat guacamole. It's really good. But I don't like guacamole.
I fucking love guacamole. It's my favorite condiment. Probably.
Really?
I love guacamole. It's so good.
My favorite condiment. I
could just eat it plain.
Zesty Burger King sauce. That's a hidden menu item, I think, because I don't think anyone else has ever fucking heard of it. I've never met another human soul who's heard of it, to be honest.
They offer it to like everyone who buys onion rings.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I made that a thing because I've been doing that for tens of years. I've been doing.
Zesty sauce is really good.
That is the best sauce on the planet.
They're always like, at least in the one by the school, they ask if I'm going in there. Like, every time I get onion rings with something.
Huh.
No, I haven't really been there that much recently. But
I wouldn't eat at burger. I don't like fast food. Fast food's whatever.
Yeah, fast food is whatever.
That's the worst Western food is fast food, but it's kind of also the best Western food. Best Western.
Best Western.
Best Western's our sponsor for this.
The best Western foods are probably waffles. Yeah.
No.
Waffles are pretty good.
No,
you don't like waffles.
I don't. I was saying that I was stuck on the hotel joke. I don't think you caught that either time.
Oh my god!
I made the hotel
I didn't
joke.
catch the best Western when you said that. I didn't hear the waffles one.
Oh.
I didn't get that one.
Yeah, that was a bread and breakfast. That was the lowest of jokes I think there's ever been. Bread and breakfast jokes.
A lot of the pasta and like Italian food is really good. Pizzas like I like today is more northern Italy, and then spaghetti is more of like a characteristic of central Italy. Even though spaghetti didn't start in America during the Civil War. Yeah, spaghetti
and meat sauce is an American thing. And to be honest with you, pizza wait. The myth. Okay, the ancient tablature that I've heard that my people have spoken to me from, like this has been my general consensus of what pizza was for my entire life. But I heard that a couple from Italy came to America and then started selling pizza. That was kind of what I heard.
That's how pizza got in America?
No, I feel like that's how pizza became popular. I mean, I feel like there's things in Italy that are very close to it.
No, there was like actually something called pizza.
In Italy?
In Italy.
Before
America was like a country.
Alright, then my mom lied to me.
Yeah.
I feel like crap now. Because that made me really happy for my entire life.
It didn't get invented until people started eating tomatoes that were brought back from America because they were just like cute house plants. People thought they were poisonous, and then they started eating them because they were so poor. And then they're like, these are really... They didn't eat them because they're in the nightshade family, so they thought they were a poison.
And then they learned that the leaves were...
And yeah, and then they learned
poison part.
They were pretty good. And then people kind of just made pizza because it was easy. You'd put, like, if you were poor, you'd make some bread, put some tomatoes and cheese on it.
Yeah.
And like whatever else you
had.
That
makes sense.
And then the first like person of noble blood to have one. It was the Queen of Italy, and this like pizza maker guy. He made her one with like I think basil on it, or it might have been spinach. It was something green. He wanted to symbolize the Italian flag, so he put tomatoes, a green,
and then like parsley,
and have the
parsley
and have
seems
the
like pizza.
cheese.
Parsley seems like a pizza herb. I don't know what else would be on it. That's green. I mean, like peppers, but that doesn't seem like something he'd do just out of the blue at the time. You know what I mean? I feel like, I mean, if it's a spice, green
But
parsley
yeah,
or like.
More. Oh yeah, sorry. Continue.
I mean, for a spice, parsley is the only like green thing I could think of that they'd just be like, yeah, let's go, let's do this.
Might have been that.
But
I forget. I'm feeling spinach for some reason.
Oh, you know what? That makes a thousand times more sense. To be honest, that kind of makes sense that the first pizza would be spinach pizza. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that.
Well, that
makes
wasn't
sense.
the first pizza. That was the first pizza that someone.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
noble
with the
blood ate.
yeah.
Or maybe not the first one that but that was like what popularized pizza. She like loved it. After
Right.
That. She was like, "This is my jam, son."
I feel like when I adult, I'm just gonna make a lot of half-assed pizzas. I'm just gonna be like, all right, here's dough, here's sauce, here's stuff.
Pizza really, like if I had to only eat
one food,
it'd probably be pizza.
I would be drastic and say sushi, like for everyone else who
sushi,
likes.
Because you could make sushi with like anything, kind of like you could pizza.
Yeah.
Like realistically, you could just like put mac and cheese in sushi.
Yeah.
And just, like,
I mean, I've said this to you before, but if I could only eat and drink one thing, it'd be sushi and green tea.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just because I love rice and I love seafood, and I love, I guess, seaweed. But no, I don't know. Yeah, I love it. It's so good, and there's so much variety. There's almost infinite variety, as you said, and I've never had like I said, I've had one bad piece of sushi ever.
I'd definitely either pick sushi or pizza if I could only eat one thing. Because pizza, you could go a lot of creative ways with too.
Yeah, you could just be like, oh, I'll have pizza with macaroni and cheese on it.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, or M&M's or ice cream if you want to be gross. Yeah.
Or you could make the pizza like with chocolate and like some kind of like dairy frosting instead of.
Yeah, with sushi. I mean, I don't like sweet food, so I guess it wouldn't matter for me. But with
sushi, you could still like make an Asian like sweet rice dessert.
Yeah, you could do that, but I wouldn't seem like I wouldn't be able to be like, all right, seaweed, rice, ice cream. That wouldn't work.
I'd probably eat it if I was high enough.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think I would. I feel like that would make me puke. Just because, like, the seaweed snappiness with the ice creaminess just wouldn't be right for me. I don't know. Or maybe it'd be really... the seaweed, I feel like, eventually would all just kind of turn into, like, one ball. And that would kind of ruin the whole point of there being even seaweed on it. Because it wouldn't... Plus, soy sauce is, like, the best part about sushi.
That's good on ice cream.
Not even.
That would ruin it.
That would probably destroy ice cream.
Yeah, that would probably, like, curdle it and make it hiss at you.
Yeah. So, wow, I guess that was my question. Yeah, there you go. You want to pick one now?
Do I want to pick one now?
Yeah. One east to west.
Drugs. And I know you're going to say east, because pot comes from Southeast Asia.
So I guess it's my turn?
No, we can talk about this some more. This is cool to talk about.
No. You gave my answer. I mean, I don't give a shit about anything else. Alcohol's stupid. All other drugs are stupid. All other drugs are stupid.
Most of the drugs are...
Ginseng, which is still east, so there we go. Next topic. Coffee. Caffeine, which comes from the east. We kidnapped it and took it by boat today.
Coffee is west. Tea is east.
No, coffee was... There was one plant that the queen had from whatever country. Fuck, I forget what country it was from, but it was like... It was an east country. It was in...
Really? I thought they discovered it in South America.
Oh, right. Fuck, does South America count as west? That seems Eastern culture just because it's so not... Oh.
South America is
all
Catholic now.
Damn. Alright. Well, that's that then.
Well, I asked my question. You gotta ask another one.
Sports. Sports. Actually, that seems like a really good one. Oh.
After this one. Alright. I was trying to hit, but sports?
Sports. Yeah, I feel like
do martial arts count as sports?
Yeah! So that means does it really mean you're just going to break it down to who has the best martial art?
All right, that should be a separate question in
Should
itself. Let's just talk about
Let's talk about it all at
sports.
once then. Let's just be like sport then martial art, just because it's kind of the
All
same
right, then
thing.
I'll do martial art. All right.
Really? No,
No,
just
as
talk.
my question.
No, fuck that. Just answer them both now, because it's this. Martial arts are a sport, but they're so specific.
Yeah, it's like.
No, just answer. Just answer.
Well, you see, the thing is, everyone in the world plays soccer, and Spain's where it's best at, and I feel like Western cultures value sports more.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
talking about martial arts, not talking about more like artful sports,
Yeah.
but I'm just talking about like just guys kind of getting dirty sports.
And then even like mine hitball, people played sports to the death. That's Western.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's dedication.
We like balls in the West.
Yeah, we do. I feel okay. This is my. Oh, well, I should pick what I mean. Yeah. I guess. I mean, I can't really think of any crazy Eastern sports that I'm just like amazed. But this is what I am into. Like, Yeah, I mean, the only thing what do they play in? Like people like dance and stuff in like those countries.
I mean, there is this game in it's either Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan. I don't want to.
Does that count as West?
That is Central Asia.
Oh, but that's technically part of Russia. You showed me that map.
It's not part of Russia.
It's like next to it.
It's below
Yeah,
Russia.
it's like it's touching it, not next to it, bordering it.
So is Mongolia. Mongolia is like both Eastern and if it depends. Like the Siberians are more of Eastern culture, but like the Russians themselves are like Christian and white. Russia has like a weird history. It's kind of like East and West, and it's just like really confusing because there's white Christian people in Russia, and then there's Siberians, and it's just kind of the wild card in some situations. Plus, it was one of the first countries to have a communist revolution, and that was popularized by the Eastern world more than the Western world, even though it was Marxist philosophy, which is Western.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, okay, so anyways, for sports,
So
yeah.
sports.
Yeah, I can't think of... And then for martial arts, okay, honestly, this is my...
Wait, what I was saying about that Islam country.
Oh, right.
There's a game where they, like, decapitate a goat. Or no, they I think they, like, drag an entire goat's body around.
Until it's decapitated?
No, it's already dead. And then
No,
they just
right,
play
but,
a game
like,
with it.
yeah,
and
but
then I
I
think
feel like
its head
something
falls off eventually.
Yeah,
and then they
something
play a game
happens.
with the head.
Yeah, alright, that's... Yeah, I felt like there's
Or
something to do with
something
the
like
head falling. Yeah, alright.
We're probably just being racist, but I remember watching it in Mr. Arbach's class and being like, holy shit. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, okay, I
stuff.
think that wins. That's better than fucking soccer. Soccer's
not,
shit.
That's not better.
I'd rather play that. Whatever that is. What does sword fighting count as? That's not a martial art.
That's a sport. That's a martial art.
That's not a
martial art. Mars, war,
whatever.
any type of like
I don't think
combat
I mean,
skill
I guess it is. Mortal
is a
Kombat
martial
says it
art.
is. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But like fencing.
Yes,
That's still-
it's a martial art.
That's a stupid martial art.
Fencing's hype.
You fenced.
I did.
That's cool. That is cool. I wish I could see you fence. Were you good at it? Were you like gnarly as fuck at
I
fencing?
was like above average
Alright,
for
fair
like my skill level.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, this is my big theory of martial arts because I asked this question of martial arts in my head, but then I realized, right, fuck, martial arts would be. Okay, here's my theory of martial arts: is that like not all the Eastern countries, but like all countries in general. This is, I guess, America versus the rest of the world type shit. But obviously, a lot of martial arts are from Eastern countries, and then a lot of martial arts are from, the countries that are on that same continental section. And they're all individually from like sections of people, and people master those. But what America did is definitely be the best of have a culture of people who are martial artists who like to mix up those styles.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty unique to American
It's a pretty
thing.
unique to American thing. It's kind of unique to actually. I mean, it's a lot in. There's a lot of European UFC fighters. There's a lot of UFC fighters from like everywhere.
Yeah, but
And that's
yeah. I mean, don't give me
they
that guess.
take out like a lot of the artfulness of the martial art.
Yeah,
they
but
take
I'm not
out,
talking
like, the
about just
practicality.
UFC.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people becoming well
Oh yeah,
like,
a lot of
like,
things
a
are
lot
combining and making their own thing.
Yeah,
That
that's
happens
in
in
America.
China a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Even more,
and
China has made more martial arts than any country, but two most deadly martial arts, in my opinion, are Sistema and Krav Maga.
I mean, yeah, Krav Maga. I mean, Muay Thai, if you have like the best Muay Thaiist on the planet, but not like American Muay Thai.
Not like Vermont Muay Thai.
Yeah, but Muay Thai. Wow, Muay Thai. Holy shit, that's American Muay Thai. Put that one in the record books, folks. But Muay Thai, I mean, that's designed to kill people. That's pretty much what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to just get close and break people, and that's cool. I dig that.
The kicks have a lot of like charge. Like I feel like if you're good at a more practical martial art, you're probably better than the like. I feel like the average karate black belt is better than the average black belt equivalent for Muay Thai.
All right, hear me out.
But I feel like
I am a martial art connoisseur. All right, I've martial arted for a very long point in my life. Pretty much, Muay Thai is the type of martial art that if you can get in for the execute, you win. But the thing is that you can counter Muay Thai easily from a medium or long range martial art.
Yes.
And you can counter it with any other grappling type martial art.
Yes.
One hip toss, he's out, done. That's it.
It's pretty easy to target, but like their kicks can chop down trees.
Yeah.
But you're gonna see that kick coming a mile away.
Yeah, and like I don't know, there's just a lot to it.
Which is really cool about it.
It's good to have. It's a good skill to have.
It's good to mix with something
It's definitely the best mix.
Implements of it are in Krav Maga.
Yeah, Krav Maga.
Krav Maga also has like a lot of weird like French. There's like this weird French martial art fighting style thing too. It's like a kickboxing type. I don't know. I was reading about Krav Maga one time on Wikipedia, but it was when I was supposed to be doing work in class in sociology.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh. You were reading up in martial arts without me? I would have done that. We could have written a paper about that together.
Oh shit, we could have.
That would have been great. I would love to write about
But
martial arts.
so would you consider Sistema an Eastern or a Western martial art?
What's Sistema?
Sistema is the Russian like martial art of choice. It's pretty. I did a seminar on it.
I thought Krav Maga.
Krav Maga is Israeli.
Oh, you're right. I'm such an asshole.
And it's kind of has implements.
I just talked mad shit about knowing my shit too.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't give a fuck.
No.
So I know the martial arts. I don't care where they're from most of the time. I know the important ones.
Krav Maga has like a lot of mixes of both East and West, so it's kind of like a middle split. But then Sistema is also a middle split because it's a wild card because it's Russia. So, yeah.
All right.
So it's like, I don't know. Both are kind of, and plus, if you're counting martial arts in general, like any art of war type thing, the West ended up making better tactics and better guns, kind of. So I feel like it's pretty equal.
Yeah, I don't want to count that. That's not a sport. War is not a sport, Trevor. Enough.
Yeah, but we're
paintball
branching off of martial arts and anything that's a.
Okay, well, I don't want to count.
I guess gunplay isn't really an art, though.
It's not a physical. It's point and click. It's playing League of Legends. Shooting a gun is playing League of Legends. There we go. James Zimmerman, 2015. Put that one in the record. Yeah. But
well,
no, I mean,
wait.
I want to go back on talking shit about Krav Maga. I knew it was a military martial art, and I know like the foundational point of Krav Maga. I'm allowed to be wrong from where it's from.
That's fine.
All right, just making sure, because I've had to read and watch a lot and learn a lot about all this stuff. I don't care where they're from. I know the important shit. Like, I can tell you that Muay Thai, Thailand. And, yeah, that's all. No, and then, like, you know, you got boxing. That's American. And then you got...
Boxing's...
Kickboxing. Kickboxing South
Egyptian,
American.
I'm pretty sure.
Kickboxing South American. For the most part. Yeah. Now? I feel
like it wasn't originated.
I don't think it was called kickboxing, but the art of what kickboxing is from South.
I feel like kickboxing has always kind of just been a thing with people who are smart and good at fighting.
No, there's a lot more kickboxing.
Like, there are always variants of it. In France,
yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, no, yeah, I see what you mean, but like the general
I feel like it's
fighting
of European origin.
The fighting format of kickboxing
of modern kickboxing is very South American influence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like
But I feel like that might. Yeah, I feel like
America doesn't really have a lot of its own. Like, it has a lot of weird shit. We have like a lot of defensive martial arts in America that are American.
Sistema is kind of like the best defense is a good offense. That's kind of the mentality.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like stab the shit out of someone before they can even like don't kind of fuck with like blocks and shit. Just kind of like go for it quicker than them and kill them, and it's really effective. Just by doing that, and they always get a knife. Like even though curved knives are sometimes sharper, a lot of like KGB guys would just get a knife, and if it wasn't two-sided, would already like sharpen it. Two-sided, that could be.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
yeah.
Just you want to be able to cut as much and as fast as possible.
I get that type of mentality. I'm a pretty.
It's more of like a format for martial arts than a martial art itself, but it's still a martial art.
Yeah, itself. I see what you mean. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Your turn. I think we beat that.
So I guess that one was a tie.
Oh shit! You're right. Yeah, I made my science. Oh yeah, for sports. West.
I mean, we got balls.
Yeah, we got balls.
And they probably.
We got cars. We got poker. That's all West.
And I mean, they probably are more creative and diverse with their martial arts, but I feel like we're just as good at them and have fair amount of like probably around the same percentage of people who are good at them.
To be fair, though, the only reason we have that type of mentality in our country's martial arts is because people from those places came to teach them and integrate them into our culture.
Yes.
So I guess we were the best at taking those materials and we mixed them.
But they still kind of made them.
So but they kind of
have us.
Yeah, so
when it comes to martial arts, they have way more. Yeah. So.
Well, I just wanted to give my spiel on my whole theology. But yeah, so.
All right.
I guess that means East is the winner for martial arts, and West is
for balls.
For balls. Balls.
All right. Shit, I have to think what one. Women.
Again, America. Oh no, I gotta think of more than just America. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I mean.
And then it's more than just
Western,
China with East.
Western. I know it's more than just China with East. Jesus Christ, I know that.
Like, there's a lot of diversity, but it's
and America's what I go to because when I hear Western culture, I feel like it's just people's quick term to say American because people don't want to just say American. I mean, it's a lot of Western culture stereotypes are pretty American.
Yeah.
So that's
because America's like
that's
the
why
big guy of Western culture.
Right.
China's the big guy of Eastern culture.
Yeah. Japan's better though. To all our Japanese viewers.
Well, America sucks too.
America's the worst country on the planet.
America's bad. I don't know if I'd say it's the worst country on the planet, but
no, I mean realistically not the worst country on the planet, but I mean it's we
have a pretty shitty government. Probably not the worst place to live.
And we don't have our government's good in a lot of ways too. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's just that our government. We're not talking about politics on my podcast.
All right.
I'll make half of the population want to kill me, so we can't talk. I'll get too angry. We can't talk about politics on the podcast. I
feel like what we said was harmless.
Yeah, but what I will say isn't.
Yeah, all right.
So we should stop.
Yeah, let's stop at that.
All right then. So anyway, yeah. So women.
Right. There's more diversity in Western.
I want to say Western women.
That the Western
I want to say Western women, and don't get me wrong. I think all types of women are beautiful.
Same.
But my primary taste is I enjoy Caucasian females the most. But there's a lot of, there's like an equal number of very beautiful women of all other diversities and ethnicities and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I personally think Caucasians, and that's just because it's my taste. But there's so many. There's all girls are beautiful. Trevor Quest.
Yeah.
But like I'd marry a woman of any ethnicity if me and them got attached, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not an asshole, but I would definitely say that my taste in women is far more to the west side.
I find Middle Eastern girls really hot.
All right. Continue.
I don't know how much more there is to that than that. But
All
there's
right.
more diversity through Western women, like because
Yeah, I'm not even
there's
thinking about
black women, white women,
Yeah.
other women, you know, like Native American, Hispanic, Australian Aboriginal, and like New Zealand natives.
I want to assign each of us a task to do while we do this forever. We're going to say it now. I'll leave this in even.
Yeah.
This will just be our rule because we're not on video. This is going to be one of the beauties. When I talk, you're going to try to keep an eye on that green bar and you're going to thumbs down me if it gets like, if it's too low.
All right.
And I'll do the same for you.
All right.
All right. Continue.
Fuck. What were we talking about?
Women. You said,
Oh, yeah,
you said
women.
everything. Never mind.
Yeah.
I think you said everything. Unless you had anything else you want to add?
But at the same time, Eastern women, at least in Japan, have like a romanticization of what Western men are, and so if you like go to Japan, even if you're not that good looking or skilled with the ladies, it's very likely you'd be able to find a date.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been...
Because they watch like romantic comedies from America, and they're like, those boys are so sweet.
Yeah. It's like... Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of Western women see, like, you know, big muscular men from, like, whatever country and are like, damn, I want to be saved by that. You know what I mean? Type thing. I feel like it works both ways.
Yeah, but I feel like they mostly say that
I
about
feel like-
European men and, like...
No, yeah, but oh, yeah, you got a good point. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry.
I
Yeah.
feel like Western girls are stuck up like that, and, like, they don't... Sorry.
No,
I mean, it's just kind of like the mindset of like the culture
Yeah, yeah.
is that, I don't know, our women
That's
definitely
right.
seem less approachable to
Yeah.
like, Asian men
And to
than
me,
Asian women are
or
to
to us.
'cause-
Yeah, I
yeah.
see what you mean. Yeah. Wow, yeah, the Western world is so small. I keep trying to think of it broader.
I'm having a deja vu moment. I feel like moment.
Movement.
I feel like, oh my god, that too. I feel like I've dreamt this whole situation before.
We probably have. This is probably the 90th time we've done this. We've just failed every time.
Oh no. Anyway, fuck. What was I saying? Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah,
we
yeah.
finished.
No, but I feel like, fuck. I had a main point that I was trying to say.
You said you liked Arabian women, the Middle Eastern women. That's pretty much your main point. That's what I assumed.
All right.
So, all right, my turn. Video games, dude.
Video
East or
games?
West. And I still haven't thought about this. I said I was going to think about this entire time. I haven't thought about it at all. So you go first.
West. I don't know why that took me that long.
I don't think West showed up.
West.
Adam West.
Mayor Adam West.
You know what? Yeah, I was hoping you weren't going to say that. I'm hoping you were just going to try to be just like, yeah, it's totally East. Japan's got all the video games. But, I think with recent, like Fallout is Fallout's Western culture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fallout and, like, Bethesda in general, I love
Yeah.
those are personally my favorite. That's my favorite company, I would say. I love all those games. They
You
haven't made a
might be
game-
better at League of Legends, but we created it.
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Yeah, Blizzard started in I hope so. I think that's true.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like
did.
95, right? Yeah, alright. Just
Yeah.
making sure I don't alright. And then I don't know, like I don't like StarCraft and I don't like Nintendo's not my thing. I'm not too
Sony's
much of a
pretty
Nintendo.
cool.
Yeah.
Sony's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they don't like yeah, they have their own video games,
But they
not
usually have like Western video games formatted for Sony
right.
products.
The Sony product's good. I mean,
And
like
are we talking about just video games or the systems too themselves?
just video games, I'd say.
Alright. So not like the players or the systems. It's not just a general overview.
Right,
of video
not a
games.
general overview of
Because
video
if a
games.
general overview, that'd be pretty tight. That'd be pretty.
Right, because West
There's
got,
a lot of ties in this.
There's a lot of
game.
ties in this, yes, because yeah, of course, but that's how the world works.
But there always needs to be a tiebreaker.
yeah, in theory. But I mean, no, I'm not gonna just the video games themselves. I'm thinking also
On the
developments,
Western.
developments. Yeah. Did I say Eastern? No.
No, you said Western.
I said Western. Just making
Yeah.
sure. All right. Freaking, because I'm odd. I'm just auto talking. That's a habit James Zimmerman has when title of the show, and then yeah, that's that. But with developments of games like Hover is the sexiest game I've ever seen in my life. If you guys haven't seen Hover, look Hover, ROG, which is Revolt of Gamers on YouTube. Sometime there's like a trailer, it's like 2 minutes. Watch whatever you can watch on this game. Look at everything this game possibly has to offer. You can find.
Is Hover Western or Eastern?
It's Western. It was made by 3 people in 4 months. I think of European descent. I'm not sure because I suck, but it was a Kickstarter game. It raised a lot. It raised a good amount. I think it was like 136,000. That game. Everyone needs to. You guys, okay? If there's any old people or people who won the lottery or just anyone who has a large lump sum of money, donate it all into this game, please. That's all I have to say. Your turn. West is the answer.
Dragons.
What? I don't.
East or West dragons.
I don't fucking know. Komodo dragons. There we go. That answers the question. Next, pick a good one. That one sucks. I don't know.
I like that one.
I don't know anything about dragons. Fuck that
just
shit.
the way they look.
I don't know anything about dragons.
That or Chinese dragons.
I
much.
don't know the difference. Can't pick. I just assumed all dragons were dragons.
Asian dragons are nicer.
I
Bottom
don't
line.
know. All right then.
Yeah,
pick
so
a good
Eastern.
one. Pick a good one. I don't know.
Still counts. You pick one.
Fuck off. Eastern doesn't really have any automobiles, do they? Nothing spectacular.
There's a lot of.
Is there?
A lot of cool motorcycles, but I feel like West still wins for that.
All right.
Henry Ford.
Yeah, I mean he's the dude. He's a dude and a half. Wow, this is tough to think about. Like, what is there?
There's so much stuff though.
I don't know stuff. Who better planets, East or West?
What?
Is there East and West of space? Is there an official for that?
No.
All right.
Directions are irrelevant in space.
Are they?
Yeah.
Huh? Do they keep track of it in like a grid, like a 3D grid?
I don't think it's. Maybe.
You have to
NASA probably has some kind of complex system for that.
I mean, you have to be able to pick out where things are. You know that how we see that
They probably have some form of coordinate.
The universe is relatively flat.
That's one theory. There's so many theories.
I mean,
some think that it's donut shaped. Some say that it's round.
Okay, sorry. Flatness is a relevant pattern because things get into orbit on large and small scales. Like galaxies are wow. I mean, this is great for audio, but like this, you know what I mean? They go in like a clock. Because there's a central orbit.
Have the tendency towards spheres. It's like
as well.
It's like sphere flat, sphere flat, sphere flat.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh wow, yeah. There's a pattern. There's multiple patterns.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's patterns of patterns. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Do people think of? Is that mine or yours?
I think that was mine. I felt mine.
Nope.
No, that was mine.
I know someone. I can guarantee that was mine because I got a message.
So did
I'd ask who's yours from, but maybe I don't want to answer who's mine from, so I won't.
You want to answer who yours is from?
I don't.
All right.
I mean, I don't not want to, but maybe I don't want to just say it out loud.
Why? You can cut it out.
No, I can't. Because it sounds terrible if you cut it out. Yeah, if you cut up, it sounds terrible. It's noticeable.
What? Oh, this?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to cut a lot of it out, though.
No, not really. There's like a few things. There's not a lot to cut out.
Long pauses.
We don't have many.
That's true.
We have like few second ones. Like I know the ones. There's like
fact checks.
We've only had 1.
2.
I talked over the other one successfully.
All right.
Which, by the way, if we do fact check, we gotta try to do that.
This conversation.
Nah. I like this conversation. I think this is good. People will see us grow. It's all good.
All right. What did you even ask as a question?
We were just talking about space, dude.
Oh yeah, we were talking about space, but we were talking about something before that.
I asked video games, I think, finally. And then you asked something, and then oh, right, and then I asked...
dragons, and then...
Fuck dragons. And then I asked if there was...
Right.
I asked if there was if there was a directional differentiation.
Japanese?
Language, go!
Languages?
Yeah!
Languages in general?
Yeah!
That's really complicated.
Written and spoken form. I like Eastern languages. They look pretty and they sound cooler. There we go.
Yeah, but then you have Indo-European, which is both. The language root to, like, Hindi and Sanskrit, as well as, like, all of the European languages.
Okay, well, I don't care. Right?
And then you have, like, Afro-Asiatic languages, like Hebrew and Arabic, and then a Sino-based language, like Chinese and Tibetan.
Move your physical.
Yeah.
Closer. Like, be like, well, don't do that, but, like, just lay how you work comfortably, just closer. You're gonna sit like this for, like, 7 hours?
Yeah.
Alright.
No. So, yeah, there's like, Indo-European languages, and then there's Afro-Asiatic languages, which are, like, like Arabic and Hebrew, and then you have, like, Sino languages that are, like, Chinese-based, like Chinese, like Mandarin and Tibetan.
Yeah, but
And then there's, like, a million other groups.
I think I like Eastern language better because it looks cool and it sounds pretty. There's a lot of ugly sounding Eastern languages, like Russian sounds kind of good, and German sounds terrible.
German's cute.
Italian sounds good, but only because it's ironically good. Like, I mean, sometimes it's beautiful, but sometimes it's funny. It's just loud. And American sounds awful, and Britain sounds awful. All the versions of English sound terrible. English is a yucky, terrible, difficult language. I don't like English at all.
English accents are charming and cute.
Some of them aren't. And again, with American accents. Some American accents are cute, and some American accents are terrible. But there isn't a lot of that. I mean, I'm not going to say that, like, like, a lot of Asian languages are, like, beautiful sounding, but No, they're talking about tea.
Oh, I thought they said James.
I did too. Well, he knows to knock. He's a fucking adult!
I mean, it depends what you, like, classify as better, because English is, like, more important than any other language right
It's
now.
only important because stupid white old people. It's not supposed to be important. Fuck it. No, there should
be but it's like
there should
dumb
be tons
in
of
the world.
diversity, and we should be forced to learn everyone else's if we want to communicate. That's what should be done.
I feel like moving more towards a universal language
No.
that's universally accepted.
No.
Everyone has their own accepted
No.
language, and then also knows this language. Yes.
That's wrong.
That's
I hate
so
that.
good.
I don't. No.
Everyone having to learn every other language to communicate, that sucks. That communicating is so inefficient. That
Exactly.
way.
People should fucking communicate. Everyone should mind their own goddamn business.
No.
If we didn't have to fucking talk to other countries, we wouldn't be killing other countries.
Yeah, we would, because we couldn't communicate with other countries.
So we just fucking leave them alone, and we can learn to be big boys all by our fucking selves.
Yeah, but transculturalism is, like, really good. I'm glad that we live in, like, a global age, because then we can get goods from all over the world and get cool ideas from all over the world, and that just makes it easier.
Yeah.
If all business people know a little bit of English.
No.
And most people in most countries...
People, when they have technologies...
countries are learning English anyway.
People, when they want to show their technologies off to countries, should walk up to countries, then show the technology. They have to demonstrate it. It should be a game of charades. That's how people should communicate. You should be like, this is an atom bomb. Check this shit out. Stand here. Boom. Do you guys like this? Give us Oculus Rift. I don't fucking know. It would be great. That would be better.
Nah.
If everyone just had a talent show all the time. Yes. And there wouldn't be war because everyone would just be like, look at my cool thing. I'll give it to you if you give me a cool thing. Life would be Yu-Gi-Oh. Life would just be one big game of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
So, East, your turn to ask. Or to answer. You didn't answer. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I still kind of feel like I like Eastern languages more.
Great.
Yeah. But still, Latin being the universally accepted for science, and English probably going to be the universally accepted language for business. and that's where their importance comes in. But I still find Eastern languages prettier.
All right. You're allowed to be wrong. It's America. Go ahead. You ask. Wait. What? You're interrupting.
I've got some bad news.
Are you dead?
Horrifying. Can't use the oven or the stove.
Oh, we literally have nothing to cook with?
Exactly, yeah, okay. I figured, okay, Chris was out there trying to cook something, and it just filled up the room with gas. Now, okay, they aired it out and stuff, and my dumbass laid down on the floor, played with the oven knob to see, what happened.
Did you just huff propane?
No.
Can I use this? We're recording, by the way.
Anyway. So.
Talk closer. We can hear this. Come on, talk closer. Join us. This is my dad, Kenneth Craig. Welcome to the Toke and Joe Show, everybody. Come on, talk.
Okay, well, first of all, I know nothing about gas ovens.
Right.
So, Chris was trying to cook, realized you could smell gas, and the oven wasn't working. So they turned it off, and, I decided when they told me that, to air out the room, and I'd lay down on the floor and reach up and play with the gas knob. Just, because there's a single coil that heats up from electricity, separate from the top, which is the range. So, what would happen was the coil heats up, and then after it heats up enough, the safety valve releases propane. And
that doesn't sound right.
It's correct. I don't know.
That sounds scary.
It is.
Is that really? No, ovens aren't supposed to leak propane.
Okay, well, so listen.
That's
I feel
fucked
like
up.
he's right.
Listen,
I know, but
listen, I'm never wrong.
Is that happening? Like, that's what's happening. I believe you. That's happening. But
Okay.
is that what's supposed to happen?
Okay.
Yes.
That's not correct.
That's not correct.
I'm gonna finish what I'm saying,
No, I'm just asking.
and
Continue.
then I'm gonna leave, like I know what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay, so the single coil is still lighting, and I told Chris, go far away, and no need for both of us to die. And there was a loud, high-pitched whistle where the cat's ears went back and they all scattered. So that was clue one.
I should.
I just should have stopped. Then
You blew up half the house, didn't you?
No, I didn't blow up nothing.
We're gonna have to leave.
No, so it was so bad that actually I started I started losing vision in my eyes, like my right eye. The whistle. It's like but I eventually turned it down and up and down. The whistling went away. It lit. Everything was hunky-dory. About 15, 20 minutes later, after going online, reading and a bunch of stuff about range ovens and gas ovens and whatnot, decided to go back out, do the whole thing again. This time, I actually everything worked fine. It even lit, no noise, nothing. Then it stopped. The gas went away, or the flame went away. The whistle started, and then I started smelling propane. So I turned it off, and realized that last week I plugged coffee pot into every socket in that fucking wall that same oven's plugged into. Coffee pot didn't work over there, but the nightlight works in every single plug-in. There's not enough power going into any of those plug-ins or into the stove, so the coil's not getting hot enough to light the propane, so the propane just leaks out.
Ooh.
Now I'm just gonna turn.
Damn!
I'm gonna fucking leave.
That was damn, son. All right. That was good.
So relevant. In a bit. Alright. Fuck it.
That's the spirit of the Toke and Joe Show. This is going good so far. Yeah, we're probably going to cut out.
Most of it.
Yeah, most of probably the next 5 minutes. Can I piss? You want to do this and I can piss? Or
Yeah.
do you want me to do
And
this?
then
Make sure you don't move this
I'll
too
do
much.
this and you can piss and then I can piss.
And then I'll do it?
Yeah.
Word up.
Then I'll do you.
Damn straight!